recording, a couple of small things which we need to do for this first mini project. First of all, on the main landing page under courses, just insert a line which will say our courses will run. Our courses will be available from October 2015, and in the meantime, please feel free to visit our online store. Again, I'll send the exact wordings in a separate email. So that's the first line which needs to go in there, so that when people come to this particular website, they know when the courses are going to start. That's the first one. In the second one, going on to digital products, we need to put a little box in here underneath ebooks online store. And once you click on online store, it will go to a separate page which have the details of the online store. And also underneath these apps, just to put a line across to say, for more details please visit our online store. That will be on the apps. For games, again, for more details please visit our online store. And also for ebooks, for more details visit our online store. So that's the second part of it. And once we come to the online store, that's the page which you have got to create. Pretty much trying to keep the same theme, but again, this is what I would like to do. Wanted to have a look at www.stocks.com to create the template of the online store. So the online store, I'll give you pictures. We have licensed pictures from Shutterstock. Have maybe 3 or 4 pictures at the background which will change randomly, and then shipping pictures basically. And you might be able to create a different kind of silhouette, not exactly the same because of the obviously the copyright issues, slightly different for a ship. And just maybe have 3 tabs in here, and the tabs will be ebooks, apps and games. And once you click on the ebooks, you can again have a little logo here for the ebooks. You can have a little logo for the apps, and you can have a little logo for the games. And as they click on there, again the same thing, the color will change, and I'll send you a little line which will say what needs to go in the indices, like the little blue tab down below. Same thing for the pink tab, a different color maybe. And I will again tell you what needs to go in there in the color. And also same thing for the games tab. Again, once they hover around, the color would change, and put your line there across. And for each of the tabs, they'll all look if you click on the apps tab. So in the apps tab, once you click on the apps tab, apart from the apps tab, they'll have the games and the or in the ebooks tab. Once I click on the ebooks tab, they'll have everything similarly, 4 or 5 little tabs. It'll have games, it'll have apps. Apart from the ebooks, they'll have the other tabs, and also a little tab for them to go back to the online store, or maybe another little tab to go back to the home page, another little tab to go back to the online store. And same thing for the apps page, it will have ebooks and games, and again one tab to go back to the online store, one tab to go back to the home page. And again the background will be quite similar, and similarly for the games part of it. So in each one of the tabs, for example, we have launched our first ebook. So once you click on the ebooks tab through this, if you can make one tab at least for the ebook, and for the apps and games follow the same structure, where we are able to at least modify as new books are published in. So at least we'll be able to insert stuff on that particular page. And for this particular startup project, which I'll send you a particular maybe a PDF file or a JPEG of the same image, of giving us little details about the book on one A4 size, which we will be able to insert, so that as more books and more apps gets published, we are able to update this by ourselves without involving the developers part of it. So that's something which we would like to do. So that was the second part, create the store page. And then the third part was obviously to remove the everything on which is on the demo subdomain and move it to the mpdi.org.uk. And again, the details were, I'll be sending it across. Okay. Thanks for listening. If you got any other questions, just send me a little message.